Oompa Loompa. Awesome white balance. Hello, interwebs. So, today's new thing for Battle vs. Boredom was actually something I mentioned in the main show, most of you are familiar with, which is the Philip DeFranco show. I have never actually watched Tron, or actually I never had watched Tron, and then I did, and that was my new thing, and there's really not like a way I can montage like, this is Tron, and this is me watching Tron, and isn't this exciting? But I wanted to chill Battle vs. Boredom, because I'm lazy, I'm fat, and you know, I was like, I could run or watch Tron. So I watched Tron. And, you know, I don't know. I understand that it was probably amazing back then. It was like the first movie that ever used computer-generated graphics. And it was cool, you know, it was very cool. And it was also cool seeing a very young Jeff Bridges. And I liked it, and I understand why it was kind of a cult hit. And I think it's cool, and it got a lot of press. I think I'm actually, after watching it, I'm more excited to see Tron Legacy than if I had not seen it, because I think they can do so much with the technology that we have today. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's not going to be 3D, what the F? No. I don't care if it's 3D or not. I think that, you know, 3D is something a lot of studios have just been adding to movies so that, you know, people pay a little extra to watch it, and it's like, it's new, it's like, I don't know, the only way to compare it is like to other 3D, but this is just more advanced 3D. And I know that I'm gonna get a lot of shit for, you know, saying like, I don't think Tron's like the most amazing movie of all time. I just, you know, I think that it's one of those movies that you watched a while back and you're like, that was amazing, and then you like watch now and you're like, that's still pretty cool, but you know, it's lost the charm. When you remember it, it was so much better. Like when I remember like the Chucky movies, right? I'm like, oh, I was so terrified. I was terrified because I was 5. it was silly. I go back and I watch those now, and I'm like, why was I really? I think that's a lot of things in life. You always think back and you're like, man, that was so cool, or was so good. Like, you know, if you think about any old relationship, for the first 20 seconds you might be thinking like, oh, you know, but there were the really good times, and there was that one awesome time, and then you're like, oh wait, you broke up with her and she slept with her boss the next day. That's not a green pasture. That's a pasture filled with your ex-girlfriend banging her boss. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of things. You think back and you're like, man, being a server was awesome. No, it wasn't. When it was someone's birthday, you had to clap your hands and sing, hey, it's your birthday, so here's your birthday song, so I hated that. Oh, God. And you think call center, oh man, I remember being in a call center, I got to chill on a computer all day. No, I had to deal with people screaming that their 56K wasn't working. You're like, ma'am, turn on your computer. Just turn it on. It's the button. It's the button. Is it plugged into the wall? Oh, it's not. Oh, you feel like an idiot. Okay, I'll escalate you. But yeah, in general, most things when you think back on it were a lot better, a lot worse than it really was. And kind of like with Tron Legacy or anything in life, you gotta just look forward to the future for something different, something better, but mainly just something different. But yeah, I guess if there's any moral in this, it's stop thinking about how awesome the past was and how cool high school was and when you used to party, and whenever you sit down with your friends, you talk about how awesome something you used to do was. Just do new stuff. Do new stuff. I think that's why I made these Battle vs. Boredom videos, not to say, look at me, I'm doing stuff. I'm saying do stuff. Do stuff with your life. Otherwise, you'll really regret it, and you'll hold on to that one party you went to where that one thing happened, and you'll always joke about it and laugh about it next time you see your friends and you're drinking. And even though a lot of things suck, you gotta try and enjoy the little things in life. And sometimes that's the only thing that'll pull me from the ledge. But I love you guys mucho. But I'm gonna make today's Philip DeFranco show, so check it out. I make them 4 times a week again. Check them out, cause I do it for you. I need to figure out a really good way to end this. Nope. It looks like I ate Cheetos.